Hello, good evening, and welcome to Troubles in Otari, the continuing adventures of Vag and the Squirrel Gang. Um, so named for more than one reason, which we will not go into today. As usual, well, we have a somewhat limited roster today because we don't have Sam, so we are one man down. So so Brock is doomed. No, I'm sure he'll be fine. So as usual, let's start with a bit of a recap. There is a shiny hero point available if you can give us a halfway decent recap of what happened in the previous session. Open to anybody who is brave enough to pipe up.
Gareth, do you want to go or shall I go?
You'd probably be better at
Have we got Michaela?
She's there.
Oh. Who wants to go?
Not me.
Okay. We had finished fighting the skeleton. Was that was last week, wasn't it? Yeah. So we finished off all the skeleton-y boys. Were they skeletons? Brain no function.
Those zombies,
Zombie people. We finished them. We did a bit of stuff. We did some resting, and then we decided it was going to be a good idea to explore the rest of this tomb. We then established it wasn't a good idea. So we are currently in a room that has. So I say we, me, Adria, and me, Feg, and Brock and the bear are in a room. Adria got stuck in the previous tomb when the door slammed shut. And it's got all these pillars on it with shiny throwing star things, shooting star weapons on it. And we have just had one of them fly at Feg and do some damage, I think.
That sounds about right.
Didn't it basically kill me until something?
I think Brock did something with good function or.
Oh, was that the thing that would have critted you into an early grave?
Yeah.
After we just healed him. I say we. I didn't really do a lot.
Oh yes, I rolled a natural 20, didn't I? Actually, the damage wasn't that high, but.
I've basically got one of those knife things sticking out of me somewhere, probably out my shoulder or something.
Yep.
We established if you took it out, you might be able to use it as a weapon.
True.
If you'd be non-proficient in it. So I think that's where we left off, and then I was trying to devise a way that I could get to the door without dying.
Yeah.
And my current plan was potentially cartwheel to make myself, so I can go faster and make myself. But I don't think I have enough space to do that. But there's enough movement to do that.
Well, with your 3 actions, I'm sure you could get all the way across the room. Because obviously you can use multiple actions for movement.
No, what am I trying to do? Right, okay. How do I do that? Oh, I know, I need to click the thing. They've changed all the icons. No, that's not what I want. Right. And then you do a right click, don't you, to make it. So 55 feet, and I can move 25.
Well, you could move 25 twice.
And then would I be by the door?
Well, if you move 25 twice, that's 2 actions, and you would still have a 3rd action left, but it wouldn't get you quite to the door. Because the door is here.
Is it that one there?
But you can't. Obviously, you can't walk through the pillar, so there would have to be a bit of a walk around the pillar.
And we tried to get the door behind us, and we can't. Can I do a perception check, looking specifically at the floor, to see if any of the tiles are different to any of the other ones? Does that make sense? So there's going to be a lot of does that make sense tonight.
Yeah. So you can take a, I would say you can take a perception roll if you like. I think you can either give it kind of a very brief, just cast a glance at it, or you can spend an action actually really looking at the floor.
I would like to spend an action really looking at the floor.
Okay.
So
give us a perception roll. Yeah, the 19, not bad at all. So you have a good old look at the floor to see if any of the tiles look like they are different to the others. Presumably you are looking for kind of trap triggers or something like that.
Plates, yeah.
Pressure plates. You don't see any. The floor seems to be fairly uniform.
Okay. Right. I just have to go for it, aren't I? I'm just going to have to try and get... trying to think. Brock managed to get past. Do you know what? It is probably going to be a terrible idea, but I'm going to walk to here. If I die, I die.
Okay.
And crouch. Can I walk to there and crouch? And walk very fast and crouch?
Yeah, you... Excuse me. So, I'm just wondering if there's actually an action for that. Because I'm wondering if you can kind of hunker down or something.
Yeah. I think, like, crawl into a ball. I think we established last time they were more missile-y than arrowy. So, I think that's what we saw on Feg. So it's probably, like, crouching doesn't do anything. But...
yeah. So, I mean, you've still got an action left. Nothing happens. You don't get turned into a pincushion by flying star wheels.
Interesting. In the last action, can I look around and see which of the pillars are lit up? Because one of them was lit up, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
That was my last action.
So, what's it say here? You wanted to know which one went off before?
And if any of them are lit up now. Because the one that went off before was the one next to Feg, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like directly next to him. So I wondered if any of them are currently lit up.
Not right now.
Okay, that rules out that potential. Okay, that's me. Thank you.
Okay. Right, what's Fag doing?
Blindly moving. Hang on. No. How'd you do the arrow thing? Can't remember. Oh, I know. I'm going to go... How many? Is it 25?
Well, it'll say on your character sheet. Let me just have a quick look. Yes, your movement speed is 25.
5, 10, 15. Well, there. Still got 2 more to move.
That is 20 feet because of the diagonals. Because in Pathfinder, every other diagonal is 10 feet instead of 5 feet to account for the fact that the diagonal movement is actually further. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So I can only move one more step then.
Yes. Cool. So that is one action down. You have 2 more actions remaining.
Although, am I right in saying I've got? No, it's not second wind or something, or it's.
You can use those other actions to move.
Yeah, you can move more if you want.
I'm thinking I've got some sort of ability, but I can't remember what it's called. That means I can actually move again as one movement.
I think that might have been Feg in a previous incarnation.
It could have been, but I think it's
you
a
had
half
dash or something.
Yeah, I think it's a half orc thing. That's the thing.
Well, you have you have an ability called Sudden Charge,
That's it.
which is a feat that allows you to dash up to your foe and swing. Stride twice if you end your movement within melee reach of at least one enemy. So that is for fighting. I don't know if you can use it just for
The
walking
walls
across
are our
rooms.
enemies in this room.
um,
The posts, everything's an enemy. The room is the enemy.
Okay. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. If it's a combat thing, I'll stay where I am. And punch the pillar directly above me.
oh, okay. You can do
That's
that.
very feg. That's very feg. So
You're going to punch it. Okay, can you do an unarmed attack from your character sheet, please? Because there's nothing for you to target with the script, so... Unarmed fist should be right at the top of your melee weapon attacks on the left-hand side of your character sheet.
it's asking me for a target though.
Yeah, don't use that one. Do it on the character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Which is literally what I just said! If any GMs are watching this, does anyone else feel like the players aren't really listening?
Saying about critical. It's saying critical damage dice. That's what came up.
I have no idea what you're looking at the moment. Are you on your character sheet?
Yes. And I clicked unarmed fist, and first thing that came up was something that says critical damage dice with a number in it. I'm assuming it's 0, I would have thought, rather than 1.
I don't know why it's asking you for anything. It should just literally roll the dice. So... Oh, I think I know what you've done. I think you have hit the cogwheel, which has probably opened up the box underneath. That might be it. So... Did you just...
No.
There's a big box which just says unarmed fist. So if you click that...
That's what I clicked, and it's come up with this critical dice thing.
Can you send me a screenshot?
If I knew how, yeah.
Hit the print screen button. Which is... if you have a standard keyboard, it will be in the block of keys above your arrow keys. So you will have a block of keys to the right of the main keyboard. Did you push it?
I have, and I've got it. I'm just forwarding it. I'll stick it in the chat. Oh.
Cool. And then I shall look at it, and we will diagnose your problem. I think Control V is paste. If you've screenshotted, then Control V will just paste it into the chat if you have highlighted the text box. I'm so excited to see what this is.
Oh.
I have never seen that before.
See, sometimes we do listen and it still doesn't work.
So that has probably happened due to some sort of change in the character sheet settings. I would just click the button to say, yeah, alright, and see what happens. Okay. Can you push it again, just for fun?
Did it again.
That's fine. Just push it again. Just do it again. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it was not auto-critting, because I've never seen that dialog box before. It says number of critical damage dice. Okay. So I don't even know why it would ask you that. I will try and work that out at some point. It will be under the options here, probably. But yeah, I've never even been asked that before. Anyway, not to worry. So, you crit the pillar. So, so you punch the pillar really hard. It probably doesn't feel particularly good to your fist. You can do a crit damage card if you like, and we will apply the effect if it is appropriate. So if you drag one of those onto the map, we can see what you get. Okay, I'm gonna blow it up.
Ironically, shattered hand.
Okay, that is very entertaining, but not applicable to the situation. So
it doesn't push the target 5 feet.
I can move the pillar, basically.
Only a fisted slashing damage.
So I need to somehow make a note of this. So you punched the pillar, and the pillar has an armor class. You have hit it. It has a hardness. So normally you deduct the hardness from the damage dealt, don't you? Okay, so you punch it, and not a lot happens. Except maybe you go, ah!
Oh, can I have the last one would work? Considering I've got the knife thing sticking out of me, getting hit points back would actually be beneficial, wouldn't it? Well, that last one says normal damage, you regain hit points equal to half the damage you dealt.
Well, you don't. Yeah, but you don't get to pick. You don't get to pick. It's just whichever one is applicable to the type of damage you dealt.
Oh, okay.
So you did bludgeoning damage because you were punching it. So we take the bludgeoning one at the top.
Oh, so it is shattered hand.
Yeah, but you did a crit to you critted, so you didn't fumble. If you fumbled, then that effect would have been something negative for you. But because you actually critted, that damage would actually be it would be a damaged hand for the target, not for the attacker. But pillars don't have hands.
Don't have hands, no. Famously.
Yeah, quite famous for not having hands. So you have a single action remaining. What would you like to do with your final action?
I can't move, can I? No.
Yes, you can. You can move up to 25 feet.
Oh, right. In which case, can I go to the door?
You can go to the door.
I don't suppose you could go just past the door.
Or up one?
Yeah. just an idea.
Alright. That'll do.
There we go. Okay, we move on to Brock.
Okay.
I'm just going to lower Brock's shield, because his shield is currently up. Shield lower, there it is.
So I did a thing. And he should... Oh, I did it a different way. I was like, hang on, I did it a different way, and he gave it to me in 2 moves. Yeah, 2 moves, 35. So Brock's going to use his first 2 moves to go to... No, he's not going to do that. Hang on, sorry, wrong cookie. First 2 moves to get to the door, and then he's going to try and smack the door with his hammer, is what I was given orders to attempt.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, can't pick the door, and he's like, smack it with a hammer. So can I hit the door with his warhammer, please?
You certainly can. So, you'll have to do the attack off the character sheet because there is no token to target, but...
That work.
So... 17 against a door. So... What is the armor class of a door when it's at home?
Depends if it's an oak door or not.
Yeah, or flimsy pine. Or
Balsa wood door.
Yeah, if it feels, when you look at it, it looks a bit balsery, doesn't it?
AC of a door.
Sorry.
That's okay. I should know this, but I do not. So... that's interesting. I think 17 will be a hit against the door, but what kind of door is it?
Door with a hole in it now, hopefully.
Well,
Fingers crossed.
it all depends on what material it's made out of, really.
Does it say that in the description? It just said they stand sharp, from what I remember, but
yeah.
brain.
Oh, so
Sorry.
why do I always feel like I don't have the right information? Why do I always prep the wrong thing?
I should have told you about our plan to hit the door before.
No, that is an entirely sensible thing to do that I should have predicted, but I was having one of those productive days where I try and do all the things, and then at the end of the day I'm like, right, this is what I should be doing now, but brain says no.
I very much know that feeling.
Oh, come on, tell me what the doors are made of. I think the doors are made of stone, so what I need to know is the hardness of stone.
5, maybe, hopefully.
The hardness of wood is 5. That is apparently a spell. I just typed in the word stone and I got a spell. Item damage. Every item has a hardness value. That's great. What is the hardness of this particular item? Curses. This information can be found under material statistics, thank God! Okay, I have found the hardness of stone. So, hard. So it's not a crit, at least I don't think it is. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Is that the pillar or is that the door?
Are you asking us that, or?
Okay, so that's actually a much higher number than the one I just looked up. Okay, so you smack the door, it kind of gives a little bit, but you do not appear to have done the door very much damage. The thought occurs to Brock. The thought occurs to Brock that he might be better off trying to shoulder it aside than smash it up.
Oh, is it a slidey door?
No, it's like a hinge door, but you can smash it, you can hit it with the hammer again and again and again and see if you can open it that way, or you can just kind of, shoulder charge it and try and burst it open.
Right. So it opens out that way, not inwards.
let's say, for the purposes of this exercise, it doesn't matter which
I was
way it
just saying,
opens.
on the map it opens inwards, and that's a feg move to shoulder barge a door that opens inwards.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, when you
checking.
shoulder barge a door, you're basically attacking the hinges, aren't you? So if you
Yeah.
break the hinges, it doesn't really matter which way it opens. It's not gonna be attached
And
to the wall anymore.
And hitting it with the hammer wouldn't break the hinges.
Well, in this case, it didn't, because you attack the
No.
door itself, and
Shoulder barge might be better. Okay.
it's the hardness of the door appeared to absorb all the damage that Brock did. I think that was
Right.
his third action, though. So
Yeah, he's done. That was all he could do. Do we know what the AC of the hinges are? No, I'm joking. Carry on.
if you want to see a grown man cry, I can try and look that up.
Like, how much force do we actually have to barge this with? Cool. Oh, I'm about to get injured. Okay.
So we have 3 people in this room. And 3 traps. Well, we have... Sorry. There's not 3 traps. The whole room is a
3
trap.
goes.
The whole room is a trap.
Yeah.
But this trap has 3 actions. And I have 3 targets. So I am going to assign them all completely randomly. So, attack number 1,
dead.
I'm going to go from left to right and from top to bottom. So Laurie is 1, Feg is 2, Brock is 3.
Damn it. That's not fair.
Okay, so Brock is getting the first one. This column starts glowing and then launches a star. The star knife glows, and a magical star knife made of force. So actually, I told you a lie, Feg. You don't actually have a star knife sticking out of you. It stuck out of you for a few seconds, and then it faded away because it was made of magic. I am going to roll the attack. So. Apparently it's agile. Does that mean that I have to do multi-attack and take things off for the next roll? That sounds like madness. Oh, that's a fumble. Okay. So somehow the mechanism gets jammed, and instead of launching a star knife of a magical star knife of force at Brock, it just kind of chokes and kind of spits out a few a couple of springs that look a bit broken, and it kind of goes and it doesn't work. So the next one.
So was that the pillar closest to him? Did you say?
That was this pillar here. So that
Yeah.
one tried to shoot Brock with a star knife, but it failed. And then this pillar here activates. The star knife pictures on it start glowing, and then it tries to launch an attack at Feg. We get a 28, which has got to be a hit. And that does an amount of damage, which we shall call 7. So I will deduct that from you manually. So Feg gets zapped, and then we have one more action from the trap. Oh, it's a 2. You know what that means?
It's Feg again.
It's Feg again.
Oh, I thought you would do one of us each. Okay.
And
That's a miss though.
yeah, it goes.
Which one tried to fire?
That was this one.
Okay.
So it was aiming for Feg, and somehow, maybe it just shot the other pillar by mistake or something. But yeah.
Interesting.
So on to Ardria, who is on the other side of the door at the moment.
Yeah, so obviously I haven't got a clue what's happening inside.
I think I shouted at you when we first got separated about the star knives and the pillars, and oh fuck, I think is what I shouted. to you to try and let you know what was going on. So you have a vague idea, but I don't know if you can get to us. There's no lock on this side of the door to pick. But
So I know that the pillars are throwing. What? I didn't understand.
magical star knives.
Star knives.
Yeah.
Right.
They're a bit like, they look like large throwing stars. Kind of. Like, but the size of a shield. Like Captain America.
Oh, they're big.
Yeah,
They're quite
apparently they're
big.
quite
They're
big.
big enough to hurt.
I thought you were talking like those ninja little things that they throw.
Well, a star knife kind of has a
I don't know
handle,
what
so
it
it's
is.
probably.
Like the size of a dinner plate with the handle in the middle.
Yeah, it probably is about that big. Yeah. What was Guy's character called in Darkness Behind the Throne?
It was a pitax.
Yeah.
No idea.
Was it Eldred or something like that? Anyway, he his magic his spiritual weapon was a star knife.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
No. Okay. Anyway, what would Ardria like to do?
So since the door closed, can I? What's the door made of? Can I hear noise coming in from behind? Can I ascertain like they've been attacked or?
Yeah, I mean, you can hear. I think there's probably enough of a gap under the door that sound is passing through. It's probably a little bit muffled, but you can hear the sound of machinery, kind of like a clockwork sort of noise, like a tick, 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 tick. And you can probably hear Lowry going, "Oh, it's a trap!" And you might be able to hear Feg going, "Oh no, I just got shot again." So
Take that punch, ow.
So you know that something is happening behind the door.
Can I open the door?
The door appears to be locked. It kind of slammed in your face when the party started walking across the room.
Can I find out if there is a magic involved that I could? I don't really have those abilities though, do I?
Well, you are a spellcaster, so it's worth a thought.
Yeah. Are you looking at my sheet?
Well, I just changed it to the spell tab so I could.
So I'm trying to find out what my skills are, and they disappeared, all of them now.
Oh, the skills are on the front page. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Is there any? Is it just a door, or is there a lock from my side?
There doesn't appear to be a lock. It seems to have.
What's Arcana good for?
Good for magic-y sort of stuff.
Can I use that to ascertain if it's magic rather than just mechanical? So I can. Oh, I can't find words today.
You can give it a go.
So if it was magical, could I try and counter the magic and open it somehow that way?
Well, possibly. Yeah, give us an Arcana check, and we will see what you can work out from that. Sorry. I just want to see whether you can, what you can do.
Not much, because I don't really have any spells prepared, or they're all used.
Arcana, 19. So, I think that from a combination of the sounds that you hear, because Ardria heard the pillars kind of firing whatever it is they were firing, and it kind of made a sort of magic-y, projectile-y sort of noise. So Ardria is fairly confident that this trap is in some way magical.
Would that be action 1 then?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no any source of water nearby, so I can't really do Aqua's blast, can I?
I don't think it matters. Or does it? Do you have to? I think you just create water, don't you?
It says you evoke a mass. I don't know what evoke means. I thought it's sort of the water's nearby, so you use it to do the blast. I should learn English better.
I don't think you have to create the. I don't think you have to be near water to do it. I think it.
It's just weird. I don't really have anything except Facebook and read aura. Oh, read aura, that's it. You know whether the item is magical, and if it is, you learn the school of magic, whatever that means. I don't really know what to do. I'll just pass, I suppose, and let them deal with the room. I don't really know what to do. Sorry. I don't have any spells.
Oh, I was about to say, can you target spells on inanimate object?
I don't know what that means.
Possibly. I mean, you could potentially attack a door with one of your spells, or you could
Fireball the door.
I don't think she's got fireball yet.
No, but that's the general idea.
Face bolt.
Face bolt a door?
I could do that.
Although I don't know how many spells you've got left. You might want to save them. It's up to you, love.
Phase bolt's a cantrip, so.
Ah. Aim for the hinges.
But how would I? Oh, okay, I suppose. If I remember which way they closed, I would know where the hinges are. Yeah, that's it, because that's 2 actions, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So you blast the door with the phase bolt. It does not appear to do it very much damage. If any.
Worth a go.
The problem is they're quite hard, and hardness absorbs the damage. So, that was Ardria, who has become invisible. We move back round to Lolry, who has remained blessedly safe in the middle of the room between all the pillars.
The crouching worked. Okay. Oh no, my battery's running low. Right, to get to the door is going to be 2 actions, isn't it? So let me just plug this in before it dies. There we go. So to get to the door is going to be click. Oh, click. Oh. Right, it's going to be 2 actions. That's fine. So, what are you doing? Sorry, my computer's now doing something really random. Or is that you?
That's me.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I thought they were
So-
invisible because there was a little eye on them, but the little eye is obviously there telling me that they are visible. So I'm.
So that's fine. So I'm gonna get to the door, or next to the door.
Yep.
5, 10. So that's 2 actions. And then is there a way of lockpicking the door?
So you could attempt a thievery check.
Can I do that?
So how is your thievery?
Really good. No, it's a 9 T5 proficient.
So
Can I roll it?
thievery trained.
Yep.
Okay.
I think is that what the T means, isn't it?
T for trained. Yep.
Yes. So yeah, I'm trained in thievery.
Hmm. So
Also
well,
deception, so we could lie to the door. No,
where would you like to direct your thievery check? What are you trying to do?
trying to get the door unlocked.
Oh right, okay. There's
So-
no visible lock. You can't use thievery on the door.
Can I try and steal the pins out of the hinges?
Hmm. So what does it say here? No, these doors are sadly bereft of anything for you to interact with.
Right. I can't intimidate the door. No. Right, then I think what I'm going to do is share my theory that one of 2 things may happen with the group. That either there's 2 more attacks that this room can do, because there's only 2 pillars that haven't attacked yet, or they're just going to start again after that they've done those 2 attacks. Or 2 more pillars can attack us. So either something will happen after the next 2 attacks, or it will all just start up again and we're fucked. So, that's my theory on the room. I'll share it with the others very quickly and then crouch into a ball.
Cool.
Work last-
Okay.
Worked last time.
So on to Feg then. What's Feg gonna do?
Oh, Feg didn't understand a word of that, so so he's going to go walking off this way. Oh,
Shall I explain how to move with the range ruler again? So left click on your token and then hold it down. So don't let go of it, just hold it down. So there we go. And then that allows you to move the token. Hold on, I didn't finish. I'm going to move you back and make you do it. Right. So you left click on the token, hold down the left mouse button, then you tap the right mouse button, and then it gives you a range ruler. So hold left, tap right, whilst continuing to hold left. And then when you move the token, it will have a range ruler attached to it.
That doesn't work.
It
Hang on,
sure
left.
does.
Hang on. I was getting my left and right confused. Dyslexic. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So, dyslexic brain strikes again.
Okay, you don't have to tap it every time. You can just move the ruler out. But if you change direction, you need to tap the mouse button again to give us a to show that you went round a corner. So you have used an action to move 25 feet across the room. Now what?
Oh, can I put money on him punching another pillar? Do we take bets?
I was going to say, can I kick the one below me?
If you want. That is
Lose the money.
excuse me, still an unarmed strike, I think, so it's much the same as before. So if it is at all possible, you have missed the pillar. Or at least you have not dealt it a damaging blow. So maybe you just kind of struck a glancing blow that didn't do very much damage. You might have blooded your knuckles on it. And that is most definitely a miss. In fact, technically that's a fumble, but you didn't roll a natural one, so we're not going to make you roll pick any cards. So that was action 3, which means we move on to Brock. What's Brock gonna do?
So to shoulder barge the door, does Brock need to do a run up? I've never played a character that has physical strength. So
Ah, well.
will he need to use his movement to do it, or?
So we need an athletics check, basically. So you can imagine that as him taking a bit of a run up, if you like. But the
athletic. Oh, he's got good athletics. 18.
So he crashes his shoulder into the door, but it does not open.
Does it move at all?
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like he possibly could overpower the door. He just didn't this time.
Again.
So I think you have 1, 2, and 3 on athletics check, so you could attempt it a second time.
Might as well. There's nothing else we can do in this stabby room. Right. I can't think of anything else if I'm not allowed to steal the pins out of it. The 20.
Oh, it's better.
Not on that.
It's better, but the door still does not open.
I'm going to hammer it again. No, that could lead to a fumble. Let's just do athletics. A third athletics. As I say, I don't think it's going to work. No, definitely not.
So he howls at the wall, break! And at this time it does not. Okay. On
not
to
yield.
the trap.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the...
Theory.
Say it again?
Time to see if my theory is accurate or not.
3, 1, 3. Ooh, going from left to right and top to bottom. So we have...
Feg me.
Yeah. So this... we'll do Feg first, because we're going from left to right, so... Oops, 120? No, 1d20. 29, so that'll be a hit. So this pillar in the middle glows, and
damn it.
then a magical star knife crashes into Fag for 6 points of damage. Then we are going to have 2 attacks on Lowry, which are probably coming from the 2 closest pillars. So 1, 2. So that's a 19 and a 17. So what? They both miss you, don't they? So you're crouching down, so they just fly over your head.
But my theory didn't work, damn it. And now we are literally just trapped in a death chamber.
On to Ardria.
It wasn't me.
It is you.
No, I didn't.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Was there at the time? What is
I was
this
on the moon with Steve.
I don't know how that happened. I don't even know. I didn't.
It's your turn. It's fine. I wasn't accusing you of anything.
Okay, so I know that the rooms, the door and things inside the room, it's magic.
Yep.
So, and my spells are really not good for opening the door. So instead, could I somehow ascertain where the origins of the magic? Is it somebody? Has it has it been casted on the? How could I maybe disarm the magic? Like, where is it somebody doing it from that we don't know about? Some creature outside the room, somewhere on the other side, or is it? You know what I mean?
I do know
I
what
don't
you
know how to
mean.
explain it.
Um, just wondering
Like
what.
target these sorts of. Uh,
Hmm. So give us. I mean, you've got a read aura spell, haven't you, or something?
yeah,
So
that's
so why don't you use that?
okay. And before that, can I have a question?
You can have a question.
Okay, so if catnip is two action thing,
Hmm.
or maybe I should better start with, is it given? Is it always certain that every player has only 3 actions per round?
Pretty much yes, but you do get feats which allow you to maximize your use of them. For example, Feg has got sudden charge, which means that he can spend 2 actions, but it lets him move twice and then attack. So you basically get 3 actions for the price of 2 with that feat, for example. Um, so I imagine there are probably feats like that for witches too.
Just what I don't understand. I'm looking at those. I'm looking at the face bolt, and that's a 2 action thing, or b- other couple of spells that are also 2 action,
Hmm.
and so I can't really cast the spell twice in the same round, but they still have the normal attack, the second one, and the third one. Like, why?
Maybe if you did a melee attack as number 1, then you would do phase bolt 2. Or
Oh, why is there
maybe
3?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that I assume they knew what they were talking about, but
Okay. Hmm. Anyway, so read aura. Here we go.
cool. So last for 1 minute. Um, you focus on the target object, opening your mind to perceive magical auras. When the casting is complete, you know whether that item is magical, and if it is, you learn its school of magic. If the object is illusory, you detect this only if the effects level is lower than the level of your read aura spell.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's illusory, so you know that this trap. This is an arcane trap using evocation magic. It is not being controlled by a conscious entity,
Alright.
and I think that Ardria, with this information, um, hmm, I'm not going to make you roll for it. I think Ardria would know that um, to stop this trap, you would either need to dispel magic or just smash it up.
I think the pillars
Hmm.
and the door.
You think the door probably is the door is part of it, but breaking the doors probably won't stop the trap, but it would let you out.
But okay, so I haven't really learned anything new because they're already trying to smash the pillars inside.
Hmm.
So like 5 steps behind, but that's nothing unusual for Adria, is there?
At least she's not getting shot at by magic star knives. So there is a bonus to being slightly slightly behind the party on this one.
Okay, so that was a 2 action thing. My last action will be I'll just shout, just smash the pillars, and I'll stay outside and let them do it.
So the pillars are pretty hard. No one's managed to damage one yet, but who can say? Maybe on this next turn. Let's see what Lowry can do.
Okay, so Lowry hears that shout, doesn't really have anything to smash a pillar with, but she has her sword in her hand because that's what she had when he entered the room. So can I try and smack the pillow closest to me with my sword?
You certainly can, so give us an attack roll
Do it
from your
from-
character sheet, because there's nothing to target. And you can tell me whether you get a box pop up and ask you how many crit dice to roll.
No, it worked. I got
Ah.
a 16.
16, so you only managed to strike a glancing blow, so that is not a hit. I think with a stationary object, I don't think it's a miss. It just isn't an effective strike.
Right.
But you can try it again if you want to.
I'm gonna. Can I drop my short bow? Pull out my. Sorry. Can I drop my short sword? Pull out my short bow and fire. Drop into free action. Pulling it out is my second action. And firing's at my third. Is that right?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna aim for this pit. No, this pillar. This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And do it from the not dagger. Oh, dagger. No, short bow. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, sorry. That should be a second, shouldn't it? So I've done an attack. So
we can adjust the figure. So
I
if it was
I
second
ignore
attack,
that, and I think I can.
if it was second attack, that would be a 9 instead. So that's fine.
Okay.
So the arrow pings harmlessly off the stone pillar.
And as a free action, I want to scream "fuck" loudly into the air, please.
You do that.
In like the style of Stella, but fuck. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, on to Feg. What's Feg gonna do? Apart from, I don't know. What's he gonna do?
Can I move to there?
Ish.
And I get the my smoky sword out and twat the pillar.
Okay.
Did you have a weapon out? Do you need to drop your
No, I
other
didn't
one?
have one. I don't think I have one out.
Okay, just make sure we don't need to remember where you dropped it, so you can pick it up.
Yeah. So you've got one action left to attack the pillar then. So give us an attack roll off the character sheet. Oh dear. So let's have a fumble card.
Oh no!
Okay, let's blow it up. Melee ranged unarmed spell. You are confused.
Does that affect him?
No, because I'm perpetually confused.
So let's see what the confused status does for you.
Probably make me more intelligent.
So you don't have your wits about you and you attack wildly. You are flat-footed. You don't treat anyone as your ally, though they might still treat you as theirs. And you can't delay, ready or use reactions. You use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips. So the GM can have you use other actions to facilitate attack, such as draw a weapon, move so that a target is in reach, and so forth. Your targets are determined randomly by the GM. If you have no other viable target, you target yourself, automatically hitting but not scoring a critical hit. If it is impossible for you to attack or cast spells, you babble incoherently, wasting your actions.
So what else is new?
Each time you take damage from an attack or spell, you can attempt a DC 11 flat check to recover from your confusion. Okay. So how long does it last? Or does it just continue until you get damaged? Well, I mean, there might be some damage coming in a minute. So that was Veg's third action, because he moved, drew a weapon, and attacked. He is currently confused, but we don't need to worry about that yet, because well, he won't be able to attack anything till his next turn anyway. So let's move on to Brock. What's Brock gonna do?
Question, your favourite things. Is Brock technically a spellcaster?
I will need context for that question.
So, we happen to have in our inventory a scroll of magic missile, which will allow you to cast magic missile once, from what I can read. You can cast it from the spell once and then it disappears. So is there a possibility that Brock could use that?
My take on this is that the spell has already been cast by whoever made the spell scroll. So just by reading it, you are unleashing the spell. You do not have to be a spellcaster to do it.
Right. So he could do it anyway.
He could do it.
Do spells class as attacks? My second question, sorry. Not familiar. Basically what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to do spell and Warhammer twice, is it best to do the spell at the end? Because it doesn't have any non-bonuses to doing it. Whereas Warhammer, obviously, if it classes as an attack, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so magic missile can fire a different number of missiles depending on how many actions you use to cast it. But
Right.
Do you have a handout for the item?
No, we didn't get it. I'm looking on Archives of Nevis about scrolls. It says a scroll contains a single spell that you can cast without having to expend a spell slot. It can be blah 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 crafted. There's exceptions to it, but we didn't craft this one, so it's probably okay. The spell on the scroll is cast at a particular spell level as determined by the scroll, but it has no information about it. For instance, the scroll of magic missile first level can be used to cast the first level version of magic missile, but we didn't know or find out what level. From what I can see in our party loot, what level it was. It just says scroll of magic missile.
Yeah. So that was
But we got it really early on, so it's probably first level.
That was found in Menace under Otari. Scroll, first level spell, consumable. Usage, held in one hand. The scroll contains magical inscriptions allowing you to cast a specific first level spell, which is magic missile. I am going to have to quickly look up using scrolls because it's bound to be slightly different in Pathfinder, isn't it? So, scrolls, single spell. The spell on the scroll can be cast only once, and the scroll is destroyed as part of the casting. The spell on the scroll is cast at a particular spell level as determined by the scroll. For example, a scroll of magic missile can be used to cast the first level version of magic missile, but not a magic missile heightened to level 2. If no level is listed, the scroll can be used to cast the spell at its lowest level. What I want to know is how many actions it takes.
It said you can do it without using a spell slot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that correlates, like spell slots correlate to actions.
Ah, so it says here, using the normal number of actions for that spell.
Right, okay.
So, casting a spell from a scroll requires holding the scroll in one hand and activating it with a cast a spell activity. Using the normal number of actions for that spell. To cast a spell from a scroll, the spell must appear on your spell list. What? Oh, it says here that the person holding it is the person casting the spell, which is not how I thought it went.
Oh, I
Any
thought it's a
physical...
to appear. I must have read that wrong.
Any physical material components and costs are provided when a scroll is created, so you don't need to provide them when casting a spell from a scroll. You must replace any required material component for that spell with a somatic component. If the spell requires a focus, blah blah blah. So, I may be doing this wrong. So, if I'm wrong, then you can tell me about it in the comments if you're watching this. But I am going to say that Brock can cast Magic Missile from a scroll because, to my understanding, the spell has already been cast. He is just activating it. I did see a debate about this on Reddit the other day. So I'm going to go with it. So he can cast Magic Missile. He can do that with 1, 2 or 3 actions. If he wants 3 missiles, he's going to have to use all 3 actions.
So technically, so then could I cast it? If it doesn't need to be a spell.
If it doesn't need to be, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't have to be a spellcaster, so you could cast it.
So he has a warhammer, and I have fuck all. So maybe I rethink my plan. And I know. Well, first off the bat, can he hit the post in front of him with his warhammer? And then let's decide our next move from that.
Okay.
From that outcome. Warhammer.
23. That is a hit.
Ooh.
So the hammer clatters the pillar, but the pillar is so hard.
Fine. Magic Missile 2.
What against?
Pillar. That one? No, hang on. No, he's next to that one. Pillar that one. And pillar. Is that one blocked? Or is Magic Missile doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter, I don't think. It.
Okay. Oh, let's do the furthest one. Let's do that one. That one. Yeah.
Which one? That one and that one?
That one and that one. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So two magic missiles. 2 magic missiles shoot out. The scroll disintegrates. So if it is written in an inventory somewhere, please delete. And roll D4 plus 1 twice, please.
D4. I don't know how to do the plus 1.
Just type +1.
D4.
Unless you're using the dice roller, in which case I think it.
Yes, I was using the rest of the dice roller on the side. I do that and then. Is that right? So do that.
That'll do. Okay, so one of the pillars takes 3 points of damage, and one of the pillars takes 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
So the magic missiles leave a little burn mark on each of the pillars, and that's about it.
Okay. Okay. Let me delete that while I think about it. And that's all of his turns.
I'm
Done.
afraid so. Okay, the pillars, still making a terrible racket, begin to glow. So I could randomly decide which one. I'm going to randomly decide which ones are doing it as well, because that makes it more interesting. Okay.
That's it. 333.
That means that
Wow.
all of these magic missiles are going to come from the same pillar. And let's decide who they're aiming for as well. So 2, 1, and 2. So 1, 2.
Brock, egg, then Brock. Egg, Brock, Brock. Is that right?
Yeah. Feg, Brock, Feg, Brock. So
Yeah.
So if this one is doing the shooting, then it is going to go for Brock. I'll do the ones for Brock first of all. $34 and $25.
34. Yeah. Oh, hang on. His shield. I don't know how it works for him. So his shield is 23, and his AC is 21. I've never had a shield, so I don't know how it works.
If his shield is not
Right.
raised, then it doesn't count
Doesn't
at the moment.
count. He won.
So those are both hits. One
Yeah.
of them is more than 10 above his armor class. So one of them is a crit and one of them is just a hit. So I'm gonna accidentally hit F12 and make this weird console appear. So we are going to roll 1d4 plus 3. And then whatever comes out, we're going to multiply that by 2. So 10 for one of them.
Does not silvery barbs, does Glimpse of Redemption work on pillars?
No. They have no
Oh.
mines. So that is a total of 14 points of damage. 10 for the first one because
Can
it was a
take
crit.
it, but
And 4 for the other one. This pillar is going to try and shoot Feg over here, so Feg might actually have some cover. So let's say that he has greater cover because there is one pillar in between. Oh, there is a take cover action. So, but what I want is more information. Greater cover, +4 to armor class, reflex, and stealth. So, $33, and that's against 24, so it's not a crit. So the fact that there's a pillar in the way saved Feg from receiving a crit just then. Okay, 1d4 plus 3. 5 points of damage for Feg. Feg is looking a bit ill now. On to Ardria.
Okay. You said there is a gap under the door. How big the gap is? If I lie down, can I see a little bit into the room?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I shall lie down on the floor and have a peek as to what's happening and what I can see. Can I see one of the pillars?
Yes, you can see from there probably 2 pillars. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door.
No, that's fine. I could.
So that you can
I
see
can
what's in
actually
the room.
see it. I can see it on the. If I need to cheat a bit, I can see it on the video chat.
Okay. Yeah, so you
thingy.
you can see you can see a couple of pillars then
I didn't
probably.
want to say that, but yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Question number 2.
Yep.
What is phase bolt? Is it some sort of lightning thing, or is it a physic? Because I quite don't understand what it is. Bolt. I know what bolt is. I think. Uh,
Phase bolt. Can't spell it, of course. Phase bolt. So,
because it's like a pulsating thing. So I would say, is it some sort of like lightning things that would?
I imagine like almost like a tiny fireball, but it's not made of fire because it is a. Is it a force attack or something?
Well,
So, I learned that spells are automatically heightened
it says
to.
piercing damage.
Yeah. Well, it is some sort of bolt of magical energy, so I imagine it being like pointy, like a tiny little comet, maybe. You know, when I hear the word bolt.
Comet.
Like a lightning bolt.
Oh, phase bolt. I suppose lightning bolt. Yeah, that's different, isn't it? Okay. You point your finger and project a bolt of magical energy.
Yeah,
What
like.
do bolt
Yeah.
of a magical energy? Images. So, for the purposes, why do you need to know? Is it so you can visualize it, or do you just want to know
Well,
whether you can attack under the door?
yeah. Basically, if I point my finger on the door on one of the pillars,
Mm.
could I attack it so that maybe it would budge or something? No.
You can shoot a phase bolt at one of the pillars if you want.
That is a brilliant idea.
Uh,
Never have
question number
thought.
2. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'll just try that. That's it's shite.
27 is a hit.
It says bludgeoning. I thought it was.
Oh, it says piercing there in the chat.
Oh, I'm looking at Warhammer. I'm a little bit somewhere else in the chat. Sorry. Okay, no.
So that is definitely a hit for 8 points of damage.
Just let me at least that it moved a bit, like. Zzz.
It did something, but sadly the hardness of the pillars is absorbing a lot of damage. Possibly
how
all of
can
it
we
to date.
how can we soften stone?
Because
Because
that's what
Sadly, the hardness does not reduce, the hardness remains. So you need to hit these things bloody hard to break them.
nothing else in the room, is there?
do we have some sort of acid in inventory? Because I couldn't find anything.
No, just some poison antidote.
Well, your
And some
options...
pornographic wood carvings, but I'm not sure how we can work with those.
The options are fight the pillars or fight the doors, pretty much. Not necessarily fight, you know. I mean, Brock very nearly managed to get the door open. He wasn't too far off. It just didn't quite give.
Oh, can I ask one more thing before I leave my round?
Yes.
The door, did it open into the room from my point of view, or it must have, surely?
I mean, the way this map is drawn, the door would open outwards towards you into the room you're in.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like the way they've got those drawn on the map, so that they're always there, because it looks like the door is always open now, doesn't it?
Oh, you mean this little thing?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the door there, I think.
Ah, oh, right. Okay.
But I can't close that because it's part of the map.
Yes.
Roll 20.
So it's a big block of stone thing that, okay.
Hmm.
So I'm basically in the way, so if they break it, I'm okay. Good. Right. That's me done. I
Don't
did lie on
worry.
I lie down on the floor and I casted the Facebook, and that's it.
Okay.
We would shout before we tried to break the door that you're standing behind in.
Right, on to Lolry. What's the plan?
Oh, Laurie doesn't have a plan. Laurie has no idea what to do.
Lolry's got 2
Right.
hero points.
Well, what can Laurie do with that hero point?
Well, you can use them for re-rolling things.
Yes, no, that's shit. I just don't think nothing I've got seems to do
Break.
any damage. I'm just wondering, can I stab it with a dagger? Is it? You said it said it had carvings on it. Can I stab that glowed? Can I stab into one of the carvings? Could that work? Can I try that?
Yeah, well, maybe try that. Let's have a break first, and then we'll try.
Okay.
So,
I have nothing.
2 hours nearly.
Cool.
so I'm going to put us on breaks.
Cool. I'll have a think. See you in 10 minutes.
How's the cocktail?
Did you say cocktail?
Yeah, how is it?
Well, I would say normal coffee is better than. Hang on. Yeah, I would say normal coffee is better than flavored coffee. Yeah. But I like it regardless. Nice. I just ordered some things from Amazon, so there'll be stuff coming in tomorrow. Just a small one.
Cool. There was something I needed to remember to do tomorrow, and I can't remember what it is.
Beans! Dog
No.
poo!
No, that's going to be on the
What you
recording. That's
thinking?
going to be on the internet.
You can beep it out before
I don't
you
need.
really
I'm not going to
before you
beep it
can-
out. I'm not. I'm not editing. That takes time and effort.
I
Now
mean,
you'll be born have to do the dog because everyone knows.
I have done that. I have done that more than once this week already. But
Okay.
oh
No,
damn it!
it won't be. Are you sure it's gonna be? Because we are paused, aren't we?
Because we are what?
Paused.
No, I unpaused it when I came back again.
Oh, I thought you normally say that.
This time I didn't.
Alright.
On Thursdays, I don't pause it at all. I just let it run so that whatever inane chatter transpires is part of the session.
Okay.
What was I
He
going to
just
do
doesn't
tomorrow?
trust us to leave it on.
It's just that we normally get back into it a bit more efficiently on Thursdays. There's sometimes a fair bit of banter in between. It just depends, I guess. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's quite funny. Go on.
I can't see myself in the chat thing in the window, so I thought it's not recording yet.
I hid it because Gareth turned his camera off, so it meant that you weren't in the frame. You were in the wrong position. Because OBS, which is the app that I use to record sessions, it is. There we go. He's come back now, so both of you are in the right place. But the whole screen rearranges when when people leave and come back. So it moves what I'm screen capturing.
Well, that's why I only just throw cloth on top of the camera, so I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't move the screen then, which is.
Yeah. But I know that for the time being, Gareth was sort of, if when I see myself on Discord, there is like a landscape thing, so I can see myself with much bigger window than what I see in the actual game frame, which is quite small. So if I lean on the side, I can still see myself, but you can't see me.
Yeah.
You can see me now.
You
can't see me now, but I can still see myself in the landscape bit.
Yep. And I can see you. I can see you in the landscape bit, and I can see you in the frame.
Oh, so, happy days!
Yeah.
Oh, shut up now.
What was it I was going to do tomorrow? What do I need to do tomorrow? I need to do something tomorrow. I wish I could remember what it was.
Is it to do with work or home life?
My brain does not compartmentalise. There is no difference to me between washing up, walking the dog, and doing PT sessions, because they're all part of my life. This whole kind of compartmentalisation thing is, well, I can't do that. I've never been able to do that, so I don't know if that's a neurodivergent thing.
It's when you start combining them all as a problem. You're like,
well,
taking the dog for a PT session and...
yeah.
She would love it.
Trying to get her to do the washing up.
Yeah, the dog would gladly do the washing up for us if we just put all the plates on the floor.
Yeah, that's true. How is she doing now?
She's okay. She's people keep saying to me when I'm walking her, "Oh, she's a bit old, isn't she? Oh, look at that, a bit slow." Ooh. And it's like, yep. She walks very, very slowly now. It takes 40 minutes to do a walk that used to take 20 minutes, and it's very frustrating. And I'm finding it really difficult to keep the frustration to myself.
You know, her favorite thing to do is to go to the garden, be there for like 5 minutes or whatever, come back, and 5 minutes later still wants to go to the garden, which we ignore because she's just been to the garden. So 6 minutes later, we'll come to the kitchen and there is lots of nasty stuff on the floor because we didn't let her to the garden.
So
just like
it's easier in summer when you can leave the door open for her.
Yeah, but it's just too cold to do that at the moment, and
yeah.
But yeah, it's so Lucy is I don't know, in gradual, hopefully, in gradual decline. I don't know how long. I don't know how long we'll have her for, but if she is suffering, then we will do the thing.
She seems happy enough at the moment.
Yeah, more or less. But yeah, she's had some neurological episodes. There was like I said, it takes her twice as long to walk a short walk now as it used to. But a couple of months ago, I think we talked about it in Discord, I think, and she just started running. She just wouldn't stop running. She was running from the front door to the end of the garden and back again. Properly sprinting. And it's like, she shouldn't be able to do that. That should be too painful for her to do because she's got arthritis in her hips. So I think that that's some kind of doggy dementia, canine dementia. So it was like she was possessed. But yeah.
Oh,
But
bless her.
no more old dogs. If we rescue another dog, it's got to be a young dog because we only had Lily for 3 years, and that was heartbreaking because Lily was a nice dog, unlike this horrible dog we've got now.
She's
Don't forget
lovely.
all the barking. You were frustrated with the barking.
Yeah, that's true. The
So let's not
barking did annoy me, but she was she was a much easier dog to live with than this one.
She was happy to please.
Yeah, at least Lucy doesn't bite me all the time anymore. But
Yeah.
It's a bonus.
yeah,
But she turns up on time for her PT session, so it's fine.
Yeah. I don't think Michaela actually. She doesn't have quite the same experience with the dog that I do because Lucy really likes her. Lucy doesn't really like me very much, so I can't get her to do things. She won't do what she's told with me. She's just like, you're not my mother. You're just somebody who lives with my mother.
You're the spare human. You're not the main human.
And I'm like, I'm the one that feeds you every day. I'm the one that walks you almost every day. I'm the one that looks after you, dog. I'm the one. And she's like, I don't care. I like the other one.
I have that with Rena and Sam. She adores Sam. He is the one that walks her, to be fair, but I'm the one who spends hours stroking her on the sofa, doing her snuffle mats, like basically cowering to her every whim, and she's like, yeah, whatever, Santo, yay! And you're like, oh, fine.
Yeah.
But
Well.
Club.
Should we play some Pathfinder?
Hey.
Right.
Apparently, no. I don't know what to do.
No.
Okay.
I cannot remember.
I hadn't done anything.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what it was I wanted to add to the list, but hopefully it will come back to me. But yes, we are back in the room for more Pathfinder and banter this week. Chatting about doggos. So it's Laurie's turn.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate that the hardness of these pillars has meant that they have absorbed all the damage that you have dealt them so far.
I'm guessing I can't try and hit the door when Brock's standing in front of it, can I?
Not really.
No.
The door is made of stone as well. So the door, in terms of trying to smash the door or smash the pillars, the doors and the pillars are as hard as each other.
But there's only one door, and there's 6 pillars. Okay, I'm going to drop my short bow with my free action, pick up my short sword with my first action.
Yep.
And then try and hit the pillar that I'm standing in front of.
Okay.
With my short sword, because I can't think of anything else I can do. I'm guessing a short sword's going to be better than an unarmed fist.
Oh, definitely.
I don't have any feet or anything that can help in this situation. I haven't got anything in my inventory that can help unless I can flint and steel them. Or tie a rope around them. I don't know.
You might be able to get some sparks on the pillars. That might.
But it's not going to do anything. It's unlikely. I'm guessing, and I have no magic. So yeah, I'm going to with my short sword +1. I'm going to try and smack the post I'm standing next to. not expecting much to happen.
So you effectively you miss.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You strike some pretty sparks off the pillar using the edge of your magic longsword.
God. Very little I can do. I am at a loss for what I can do, so I'm going to do it again. And that's going to be my second action. And so I'm going to do it again. Oh, no, sorry, ignore that. I'll do it too. Sorry.
It's okay. We can just adjust the number.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So if I take 5 off that, then that is a 24. 24 is a hit. But 6 points of damage is not enough to overcome the hardness of the object.
Damn it. And then with my final action, I'm just going to swear a lot as well.
Oh, that's a free action, but
Yeah, but there's nothing else I can do.
no. Well, I mean, you don't have a third action left anyway, because you used an action to pick your weapon up.
Oh yeah, to pick my weapon up. Yeah, that's it. So
cool.
I
Right,
swear
on
a
to
lot.
Feg. What's Feg doing? What's Feg gonna do?
Come on, Feg.
Can I take a swing at the floor?
I mean, you can't really miss the floor. You can attack the floor if you want to. Is there something you want to achieve by attacking the floor?
No, one of the many voices inside my head has suggested perhaps hitting the floor rather than the pillar might do something.
Okay, well, give us a roll.
It's worth checking, so I figure.
Yeah. Well, really, I'm just checking for crits and fumbles with the attack roll. I cannot think of a way that you could fail to hit the floor.
Well, if there's a way, Feg will find it.
This is true. So we're about to get a natural one. You hit the floor, but the floor is so hard that it doesn't damage the floor. You knock a chip out of the corner of one of the flagstones.
Can I take a swing at the base of the pillar then?
You can attack the pillar if you like.
That'd be attack 2, wouldn't it?
Yep. Okay, you fail to strike the pillar.
Have we all got healing potions? I can't remember. I think we have.
I don't believe we used any of them last time because we managed to get through and heal.
Yep. We could really do with healing potions being in the inventories of people who need to use them.
Not in the main one.
I'm fairly sure I've got one, and I'm about to have 0, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I can't see one on your character sheet, so let's have a look. Hold on, inventory.
We've got, so at the top it says we've got 3 times healing potion normal, which Carlin has, who's no longer here, and 1 times healing potion 2. But then at the bottom, it wasn't me that added in 2 healing potions 1, 2 healing potions 2, and a set of expanded healer's tools. But I don't know when we got here because I wasn't there for that. So I think they may be separate to these ones at the top, but I couldn't tell you for definite. If it was me, I wouldn't have left them both there.
Right. So, this is basically everything. This party loot. Who's been maintaining this party loot?
I have, but I haven't been here for a couple of. So I don't know what. I'm not responsible for what happens when I'm not here. When we've used healing potions before, I've removed them from there. So.
Okay. So, because this looks like all the healing potions you've ever found. So, because there's like 4 there from Menace under Otari, and and then there's
B at the bottom.
another 4 at the bottom, and that sounds like pretty much all of the healing potions you've ever found. And I can't believe we've never used any.
I think I remember using one.
Yeah,
I remember using one, but that's all I can remember. I don't.
but the problem with these being in the party loot, the party loot is, where are they?
Yeah. They're
So-
in the magic realm that we all share.
Yep. So Feg reaches into his pocket, and he can access the same objects in his pocket that Laurie can reach into and access in her pocket. Okay.
Wizards did it. Wizards did it.
Wizards did it.
Wizards did it.
One of Feg's many abilities. I mean, he's got mind crossbows. He can do that.
And the fishing stuff.
I thought we sold that.
Yeah,
is
you
what I mean.
sold the fishing stuff, so.
And I got rid of it when we sold it, so I don't know what's happened there.
Mm.
And where the hell did a hat of disguise come from?
Yeah. So I have no idea how many healing potions you've got, but I will assume that
Should
the
we
ones
go for the ones that are at the top?
well, the ones at the
the-
top will have been the ones that you got first of all, because that's the Underdark coinage which you found in Menace under Otari, which was the previous campaign.
Oh, we don't get to keep that stuff.
Oh, well, it's not that you don't get to keep it, it's just that it's the oldest, which means that you are more likely to have used it. But what we need to avoid is double recording things by having things in both the party loot and in people's inventories. For example, there is a smoking sword here, and there is a +1 short sword here, and
I thought Feg's got smoking sword.
yeah. So we've
Okay.
got things in inventories and in the party loot.
And
And we've got a load of stuff which I think you sold at the beginning of Troubles in Atari. So, and that was the one that was filmed in my kitchen, which I think will be agony to try and watch back. So, because it was basically a whole big shopping montage, wasn't it? So, the ones at the bottom, there's 4 of
How
you.
many?
There's 4 healing potions. So
One each.
decide where they are. 2 of them are healing potion 2. 1 of them is 2 of them are healing potion 1. If each of you has 1, that's fine. We can decide that Feg probably has a healing potion 2 because he's the one who is the most likely to get the most beaten up. So let's put one in his character sheet. Healing potion 2. Here we go. Stowed items. Cha-ching. So, healing potion 2.
have you taken it out of the main party loot?
I have not. I am just giving it to Feg. So,
I'll take it out of the main party loot.
yes, please. And
Okay.
who is having the other healing potion 2?
Probably it might be a good idea to give that to Adria,
Okay. So,
because she can then either use it for herself if she takes a hit. I know she's meant to stay out of combat, but also she can feed it to someone else if they're unconscious.
true. Okay, so there is one there. So we just need to add a normal healing potion each to Brock and Lowry. So I'm just opening up Brock and inventory. So healing potion. So it's just going to be that one, isn't it? Because it's the basic one, which is 1d8. So it's a bit
Does
annoying though. Sorry,
oh,
go on.
sorry. Does Adria have the blue torch in her inventory? 'Cause
I
she's the one who
have not-
carries it.
I don't really update my inventory.
Apparently
But
no one does.
No, hang on. I have healing potion 2.
Yes, I just gave you that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I bought us.
Because we sold that. So should we put the blue torch in the magic blue torch?
If it's
In
in
Archie's
if it's
inventory.
in somebody's inventory, then if
We
somebody
tend to-
is using
yeah.
it.
Well, we gave it to Ardria because she doesn't have dark vision, so it's always Ardria that uses it. So should I take that out? Party loot.
Yeah, take it out of there, and I will give it to Ardria. That is the ever-burning torch, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the box.
Well, what was
beginner's
written
box
in the
set.
party loot was a magic blue torch doesn't go out. So
Yeah, there we go. So ever-burning torch is in Ardria's inventory. Did you get rid of those magic weapons that are also in?
yeah,
Cool.
we're just left with a short sword with an emerald in the pommel.
Okay. Giant emerald. The blade looks like the dragon's eye. Where did you find that?
No
Well,
idea.
it says the dragon's eye, and you've only met one dragon, so this must have been ages ago. Oh, I like that pornographic wood carving of squirrel girls. Underdark coinage. So I'd have to watch back that other video to try and work out what happened to some of the other stuff. However,
I do think we had some gems. I might be getting confused with the previous campaign, but I do think we had some gems that we sold and they're not in there anymore.
cool. Okay.
And some other jewellery.
So we'll assume that is more or less correct then. I'm trying to remember where that horse statue came from. So it's Feg's turn. Feg does have a healing potion. It is a healing potion.
And one action left. And it is an action to drink a healing potion, remember?
It is. So if you want to drink the potion, then roll 2d8s, add 5, and then we will see how healed you get. That is almost as good as it could possibly have been. So that's 14 plus 5, 19. Adding 19 hit points to you, you are nearly half full again. So let's move on to Brock, who is standing by the door.
Come on, Brock, smash the door.
Yep, Brock is going to try and hit the door.
Is he going to hit the door, or is he going to shove the door?
Shoulder barge the door.
Shove the door would be better, yeah.
Yeah, so give us an athletics roll.
Is it athletics or strength, really?
Athletics is your strength plus your proficiency bonus. So it's better. Okay,
right.
Don't forget that he also has a hero point and that he can try and do that more than once.
Because that was a terrible roll. 16 doesn't do anything, does it?
16 doesn't do anything.
Okay, I'll use his hero point to roll again.
14.
Sorry. Two characters open. It's really nice. Athletics.
Come on,
I'll do one against zero.
Oh!
Athletics, just to see.
You still have 2. Oh, what a shame. I wish you'd rolled that for number 1.
Oh, does that still not work?
No, 21 does not do it.
Okay, then he's just going to use his last action to raise his shield, because I keep forgetting to do that.
Okay, there we go.
So
Shield
I
raised.
didn't do anything for that. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now we have the fun and games of the pillars. So pillar 6, pillar 4, and pillar 3. So maybe I will put some pillar number 6 is this one. Pillar number 4 is
so
this
just
one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, pillar number 3 is this one. So who are these pillars trying to shoot? 1, 2, 3. So 3 for Lolry and 1 for Feg. So if number 6 goes for Lolry, then that's a clear line of sight with no cover.
Do you mean 2 for Lowry? Or do they get 4 goes? Oh, 3
Yeah.
is me. Oh,
Yeah,
you
3.
said 3 for Lowry. I'm like, I'm getting hit 3 times.
No,
That's
just
not
number
fair.
3 because
Number
number
3.
3 because it's one Fag,
Yeah.
2 Brock, 3 Lowry. So here's one attack against Lowry. Here's another one. 2 misses.
Yay!
Um,
Screw you, Pillar.
and then number 3 is going for Fag again, which is stupid because Fag will actually get some cover. So, and it rolled a 3. So, okay, nobody gets hit by star knives this turn. Yay!
Right.
On to Ardria, standing by the door. You can probably see Captain Fuzzy Paws' feet as he sits on the other side of the door.
He's curled up in a corner.
Did you say I can see his feet, or can I? Are they? Oh, okay, never mind. Forget
They're
it.
not in the way. You won't accidentally shoot his feet.
Um. I don't know. I shall get up for starters,
Okay.
and um. This is like I don't really know what to do.
You could try bashing the door if you want. You could try and...
Yeah, but bashing the door.
I know she's not very strong, but... You know, I don't know. There must be something you can do.
There's nothing in the other. Oh no, I was about to say there's nothing in the other room that could lead to a turning the trap off.
When just to refresh my memory rather than Adria's, when the door shut, was it a like really on a hinge so that it would shut from one side to another, but there is
Yeah.
no lock? Okay,
There's
so
no
it's
there's
not
no visible lock.
it's not a sliding door then. It's just literally okay. I. Oh my god. Could I try? Hang on, let me read it. I just wondered if I could create the mage hand and
Ooh,
somehow under the door grab it and try and pull
flip
the
it off.
door. It's not levitating or lifting the object, but it's pulling the door. I don't know. Can I do that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, you can use your mage hand. You can cast your mage hand cantrip with 2 actions, and
See what happens.
you create a single magical hand, either invisible or ghost-like, that grasps the target object and moves it slowly up to 20 feet. Because you are levitating the object, you can move it in any direction. When you sustain the spell, you can move the object an additional 20 feet. If the object is in the air when the spell ends, the object falls. However...
It's not really levitating it, is it?
Targets one unattended object of light bulk or less.
I'm guessing stone doesn't class as.
A big
as
stone
light.
door is not bulk, not light bulk.
But what about the pins on the hinges? They're light.
But they're...
Could you levitate those?
I
Or the
don't think
internal
so.
locking mechanism?
Well, she
Could you
can't
levitate
see.
the
She can't
internal?
see it, can she? So if she has to be able to see it to manipulate it.
Oh, didn't know
I mean,
that was
if
part.
I know that the door's shut on hinges, then I know the mechanics of it. So, like when you have when you have it's physics, isn't it? So
Mm.
whatever is closer to hinges, you have to take more power to move it. If it's further away from the hinges, it's less power. Don't ask me the details, but that's how it works.
Yep, that's.
Smile.
Is that moment about a point? That's basically levers, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
The longer the lever, the more force at the other end, but also the more force required to move it.
So if I try and place the mage hand the furthest away from the door hinges, then I should not be. I would not have to use as much power, mental power, to move the mage hand as if it was right next to the hinges. Does it make sense?
I mean, it sort of makes sense, but
It's not
I'm not.
allowed.
I'm not sure if Mage Hand can help you just because of the way the spell is written.
Yeah, I know. I've tried.
Is
Okay.
there anything else you'd like to do?
Um, hang on. Can I target objects even though the spell only lists living or undead targets?
You're talking about Chill Touch, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so what I will do, as a last resort, do I know the other door in the room? Can I see? Did I see it briefly before the door shut in front of me, or I just have not a clue where it is, and
I
I
don't
can
know
only
if Ardria
concentrate
would.
on the door?
I don't know if Ardria would know where it is. Um,
Uh, Okay. Does me getting up equals one action?
if you want to wreck on that and stay on the floor, then that's fine.
Okay.
I know you
Okay.
feel you're a bit helpless at the moment on the wrong side of this door, so I don't want to make it worse for you. So
Okay. So the last thing I'm gonna do then is I will, if I can, I would stay on the floor, and as action one, I will crawl away from the door to the side. Obviously, the cat needs to move first. So I'm out of the door frame.
okay.
And then I shall create aqueous blast on the other side to try and bolt through the door so that the door will open this
Okay.
way.
Cool. Can you do that? Can you do Does it come out of your hand is the question. If it has to come out of your hand, then it's no good. But if it comes from an external.
It says somatic arcane spell. You evoke a mass of water. See,
into
that's
the
what I don't
air.
understand.
Yeah, but you evoke as in. Let's. Okay. It's the word evoke you're having trouble with, isn't it? So evoke, bring or recall to the conscious mind. So that's obviously when you remember something.
See, so it's not create. I knew that there has to be a source of water nearby.
It doesn't say that.
Well, evoke. You just said recall or something.
Yeah, but that's in the context of remembering something.
Oh.
It can also be
Around your
in
outstretched fist.
yeah.
Okay.
So it happens around your hand. To call or summon up. So
The
it
blast
depends.
target is.
So the water comes out of the air because you evoke it or invoke it. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure if they're the same route or not. But so the air appears around your hand. But don't let the fact that the door opens the other way put you off. If you want to try and blast the door, you can try and blast the door.
See, what would be nice is if I could create mage hand and do the aqueous blast around the mage hand rather than my own hand. That would be perfect. But it's for actions altogether.
I don't think you can use a mage hand to cast a spell.
All right. Well, I'll try the aqueous blast then.
Okay. So it's only one action.
It is one action. So, oh, that's a shame. Oh, I'll just do it.
Hmm.
Come on, come on. What the hell? How many? 5 dice?
Yeah. Okay, so you rolled a 19. That's pretty good. Shame it wasn't a 20. I wish I could think of an excuse to give you a natural 20. There's no way I can give you a natural 20, is there?
No.
You definitely hit the door.
Uh-huh. And that's it.
That spell is automatically heightened to the highest level you can cast it at, isn't it? So that is... cantrips are automatically heightened to half your level rounded up.
But aqueous blast is a spell. It's not cantrip.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to work out how heightening works for leveled spells, but because otherwise it's not going to do enough damage. So yeah, the highest thing you can heighten to is level 2 anyway. So okay, so it wouldn't be heightened. 3 points of bludgeoning damage is not enough to affect the door, I'm afraid. But you did at least blast it. You have 2 actions left. You have one action left because you moved.
Just tell me, did the door at least rattle a little bit, or was there just no movement whatsoever?
It rattled a little bit, but the door is very hard, and so you weren't able to damage it with the aqueous blast.
Right. Okay. Well, as I see that the effect wasn't what I wanted, I will, in frustration, sit up and I will hit my fist against the floor on each side of me, saying, this is annoying. That's my third action.
Very good.
I will cast Tantrum.
Okay, on to Lolry. Do a thing, Lolry.
Lolry's done lots of things and none of them have worked.
In case you didn't know, and this isn't always a very helpful thing, there is an action you can perform called Aid.
Right.
Damn it.
What's that?
So Aid is a bit like the help action in D&D 5th edition, where it allows people to roll with advantage, and that's a bit OP. But in this, one can bestow a bonus on somebody else doing a task. Yeah.
Does that take 3 actions?
An ally is about to use an action that requires a skill check or attack roll is the trigger. Oh, it can be a reaction. Huh. To use this reaction, you must first prepare to help, usually by using an action during your turn. You must explain to the GM exactly how you're trying to help, and they determine whether you can aid your ally. When you use your aid reaction, attempt a skill check or attack roll of a type decided by the GM. The typical DC is 20, but the GM might adjust this DC for particularly hard or easy tasks. The GM can add any relevant traits to your preparatory action or your aid reaction depending on the situation. So you could use an action on your turn to prepare to aid Brock in smacking, trying to shoulder barge the door down.
What would that action be? Like hitting it above, hitting the door at the same time above his head with my sword?
I don't know. I mean, what would Lowry do to try and help Brock shoulder barge the door?
Encouragement? No. I'm trying to think. How can you help someone? How can you help someone barge a door? Like,
Well,
we try to pry, and we could both pry open.
You could give him a push. I don't know.
Yeah. Can we? Could he shoulder barge the door and then me him?
Why not? Let's give it a go. So Lowry can spend an action to try and help Brock, but you still have to do a skill roll to see whether he gets the bonus. So
do I do that at the time or now?
Might as well do it now, and then you can, and that will take your reaction on Brock's turn, basically.
So would that be athletics, the same as what he's going to be using?
Yeah, let's do that. So, if you do a halfway decent athletics roll, I mean that doesn't entirely suck, but you do have some hero points.
Hero point, but it could be worse.
It could be worse.
I got two. Fuck it. Athletics.
Right. Okay. So.
Yay! Okay.
You succeeded. So we are going to give a. I'm going to call that a critical success. So whatever Brock does, we're going to get a +2 to it. So when Brock next attempts to shoulder barge the door, he will do so with a +2 bonus. Lowry can also have her other 2 actions, I think.
So she's going to try and hit the thing with her sword. Hit the post that's closest to her with her sword. We know it's not going to do anything, but it beats just standing around.
You never know, it might work. So that is a miss, I'm afraid.
Yep. Oh, do I just try it again for my final action? Do I need to move to be in position to do this plan?
Nah.
Do I need to be behind him?
No, it's okay.
I'm just going to hit it again then. Fuck it. Actually, no. I will, with my final action, I will pick up my longbow.
Cool.
And stow it. So I've still got my short sword out, and I've stowed my longbow. Is that okay?
Yep, that's okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, Feg, do a thing. What you gonna do? I can't believe we've spent the entire session in the same room.
I light up the sword, make it fire.
Okay.
And take a one almighty swing at the pillar next to me.
Okay.
Magic versus magic.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm.
Possibly not that.
Yep, you need to do it as an attack. That is a miss.
And I hero point that.
You can. So do it again. That is a miss.
You've got another act. Oh no, that takes 2 actions, doesn't it?
One action to stoke the fire. That was a hero point, so that was attack 1 twice basically. So you can still do attack 2.
But without the stoking.
I'm trying to think how it actually works. Does it last for the whole round? I think it might last for the whole round.
Ooh, so with the stick.
It is still a miss.
Hmm.
Okay, let's move on to Brock. This is it. Go on, Brock. You got this, buddy.
So do I just do a straight athletics check?
Yep. And we add
Okay.
2 to whatever the result is. 21!
21.
21 does not open the door.
He's got no. I've got a hero point left. He doesn't have a hero point left. Can I use my final hero point
You
and give it to him
you can use your hero point to help him.
for him? So I will
Yeah.
roll that again as a straight. And then does that work? +2.
25! So, Brock, with the help of Lowry, finally manages to burst the door open, revealing another room beyond.
Oh God. Okay.
So that was action 1. So he still has
Yep.
2 actions left.
I'm guessing he's going to step inside the room. Like, because otherwise he's going to get fired at anyway. So he goes to here and sees what happened.
Okay, I will describe the room to you.
Oh, there's it.
Shadows flicker strangely in this chamber. The south end of this room bears a large stone sarcophagus decorated with carvings of a star in the open palm of a hand. The sarcophagus appears cracked, and an inky goo dribbles out of it. 2 upright coffins flank the sarcophagus, both ajar. He still has 1 action left.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to raise his shield because if it's going to be a fight, if we've learned anything from our adventures, so we might as well wait till everybody is in the room. Is the other door open as well? Now we've bashed this one open.
The other door is still shut.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
So I just need to... Yeah, okay. So, as Brock enters the room... The two upright sarcophagi, the 2 upright coffins, the doors swing open, revealing a couple of zombies by the look of it, and a shadowy thing floats up through the lid of the sarcophagus immaterially. I am going to add those to the turn order. So we are on 18. So we don't want to change the... Oh, they are very slow. So we have some new things in the turn order. But they will not get to go until their turns. So that is that bit.
So can Brock raise his shield still? As his final action?
Yes. That is done. I clicked the raise shield button and it tried to increase his armor class to 25 because we obviously forgot to lower it last time.
Okay.
So his armor class is correct as of now. Star knives, da-da-da-da.
He says his AC is 23 and his shield is 23. Is that right? On his
So
character sheet.
the script raises his armor class by 2.
The shield AC is for a hit. Got it. Yep.
So he should normally have a armor class of 21, but an extra 2 with the shield up.
Because it's raised, it changes it. Got it.
Yep. And it wouldn't normally do that, but I've got a script that changes it on the token because the armor class on the token interacts with the scripts. And so it's nice to have a button to push. So we have columns 2, 5, 2, 5 and 3 are going to attack things. There's now only 2 people in the room.
Oh dear.
Oh, fag. So
Well,
2,
I've got partial cover
5.
from 1.
Well, 2 and 5 can see you just fine. And 3, yeah, 3 has... You have cover from number 3. So, 1 d20 plus a big number. Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
So, at least 2 of those are definitely going to hit you.
Fuck. Sorry, I was going to say not Glimpse of Redemption, but they don't work on hours. We've already.
So this one here you had cover from, so that one misses. 33 is a crit. 26 is a hit, but not a crit. So I'm going to roll the damage of 1 and then double it. So that is 10 points of damage from the first one, which just gets you right between the shoulder blades or something. Then the second one is 5. So there we go. So you get struck by 2 flying star knives, which aren't really star knives, they're magic star knives. So, but yeah, you are still upright. When we get to the end of this round, I think it's probably time to do awards. We did start a bit late, but we're probably going to overrun slightly anyway. So, right, on to Ardria. Ardria is lying on the floor, next to the door. Possibly the last chance to do anything useful. Poor Ardria is not really equipped for the task at hand, is she?
I don't think any of us are, apart from Brock with a massive hammer.
Mm.
To be fair.
You're muted.
Thanks. Just can't really do I know do I have an idea what's happening inside behind the door, or
You might have heard the crashing of a stone door as Brock and Lowry forced it open.
maybe like a bit of yay, the door's open sort of thing?
Yeah, something like that.
And then maybe
Oh shit, the door's open.
how does no, I don't think I can do that. I don't know, I suppose I could try. I'll get up so I'm not just lying on the floor like an idiot. I could possibly try the Echo. No, I can't do the Echo's Blast again because it's a spell. So let's see what catnips do I have. We could try and tame the door.
Tame the door?
I Are we going to end up like a couple of like rounds later? Seduce door.
Oh, you don't have a bard.
Deceive door.
Yeah, deceive door. I'm going to lie to the door. You are open. The door
I have a
believes you.
key.
This is a key.
This is your key.
It may look like my finger, but it is a key.
How does medicine work? Because there's nothing in the notes.
How does medicine work?
Yeah, could I do it? Could I do it through the wall to help? What's his face?
Feg.
Not really. So medicine you can use to do a treat wounds check, which is a DC 15 medicine check, but you have to be
next to them.
next to them.
Right. Okay, we'll just try face bolt again.
Maybe this
On
is
the
the
door.
one. Did you use your hero point already?
No.
There.
Have another go. Use your hero point, might as well. You'll get one at the beginning of the next session anyway. Well, that was no improvement, but never mind. So the door eats a couple of phase bolts.
I will, as action 3, I will, no, I already got up, didn't I? Okay.
What were you going to say?
I'll just shout at the guys, you're on your own, sorry guys. Bye.
Okay, and then we have some...
I can't get the door open. That's it.
So we have some other creatures that are gonna move. Only 2 actions, can't use reactions. Okay, so... one zombie shambles towards Brock, as does the other. I shouldn't do the second one's turn until I finish the first one's turn. So, does he have an action that he can use? He does not. So he would have to use his second action to move closer, which he does. The other one uses his second action to move closer as well. But that's it, they can't do anything else. So we will start the next session at the beginning of the turn order. And for now, let's move on to awards. So... for our weekly awards, I shall summon up the awards on the screen, so you will only be able to see them on OBS, and I need to make people invisible. Hold on. That didn't work. That just brought the awards up. Okay, so what I need to do is manually make Gareth and Michaela invisible so that I can change channels on Discord without displaying a load of random stuff in those frames. So, is today the 24th? Today is the 24th. Today is the 24th of January in the year of our Lord 2024. January is getting away from us.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best, since January normally lasts about 3 months. So, first blood.
There's been no blood other than our own.
That is true. We could give it to Feg because he did punch a pillar and crit it, and then
That is true.
and then get a crit card that said damaged hand or something. So it's not entire. It doesn't entirely ring true, but let's have it anyway. First kill. Nothing got killed, did it? So
And Feg nearly did. Does that count?
Feg nearly did, but we have a separate award for that.
Yeah.
Kill of the week, sadly,
Not applicable.
not applicable. That also means that the Yoink award is not applicable.
Yeah.
Fumble of the week.
Me.
Feg.
So
Well, I think I fumbled twice. I think, didn't I?
Yeah, you got at least one nat one fumble, I think, and I can't remember what it did to you now.
Confused.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
Oh, I've just realised that I completely forgot you were confused. No one reminded me, and
I only just remembered then. Sorry.
yeah.
I still am, but it doesn't make any difference. You probably want to put it in the chat.
I mean, also you would get a save. So, give Fag a save, a DC 11 flat check against confusion because you took damage. So we need to give you 3 of those actually, because no, 2 because you got hit twice.
Yeah.
Give Fag 2 DC 11 flat checks against confusion as soon as you start. So in his last turn, he should probably not have got all 3 attacks against the pillar. However, I think that a confused Feg would probably have pounded the pillar with his sword anyway, so so we'll go with that. The Pincushion Award, I think, is probably that's going to be Feg again. Best supporting role.
Archia from behind the door.
Yep.
Laying on the floor.
Or it could be Lolry, because she helped she helped Brock open the door.
Oh, smash the door.
In the literal sense of support, yeah.
So yeah, let's give that one to Lolry. Role player of the week.
I think that's Feg for doing the most Feg things that Feg would do and punch a floor. Very in character.
Could be. Okay.
Although I do like Ardria's tantrum as well.
Well, Feg's already won a few, so maybe let's give that one to Ardria. How about I have a cunning plan, my lord? Who had a cunning plan?
Ardria. For the water, for the chill touch.
She had lots of plans. Yeah, none of them came to anything, sadly.
No, but she really tried to break the door threw everything at it.
This is true. And the Read the Damn Spell Description Award, I think, kind of by default, also has to go to Audrey.
What about Brock?
It could be Brock.
Magic missile. For once.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the magic missile.
Okay, I like that. First time he ever cast a spell, he wins an award. There we go. We have a full set of awards there. It is. I have introduced some new awards to the Thursday group because we decided that Fumble of the Week kind of happens to you. It's not really something that you can win by doing anything cool. Things like First Blood and First Kill are a little bit... there's a lot of overlap there, isn't there? So we introduced on Thursdays a new award, which is the Tactical Genius Award. But I do have other awards that we could award if you guys want to change them. So what I might do is drop some awards in one of the chats, and then you can see them and you can decide what you don't want anymore. If you want to change them, I feel like sometimes it's like the Spellbook award nearly always goes to the only full caster. The fighters nearly always get first blood, first kill of the week, and all that sort of thing. So we could change them. Anyway, let's call it there for tonight. We did spend nearly the whole session in a single room, but you did eventually break out of it.
Okay, we really tried.
It's not your fault. Sometimes it happens that way.
I blame Brock and his rolling because he's not here.
Yeah, it's all Brock's fault. Right, yeah, have a good one. I haven't uploaded last week's session on YouTube yet, so if anybody watches this, you're about to get 2 in a row. But you won't know that because you'll probably watch the other one first. So this little voice note here is nonsense, really. Still, yeah, have a great week, everyone, and I will catch you again in 7 of your Earth days.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.